So the way you have to grind to level 99 for ladder is incredibly long and incredibly boring. Now there are some interesting ways in order to fix that, and I got two of them right here, ideas of my own right now. Now, both of my ideas here, I'm coming up with things that I believe are actually realistic. Because if you're talking about adding a bunch of endgame content that's going to have a higher difficulty and then give more experience, or adding like an Act 6, I don't think either of that's really going to happen now, seeing the way the game's playing out. They just seem to just want to make little tweaks here and there to kind of improve the game as they see improved anyways, I'll say. So here is my first one right here, and I think that you should actually go ahead and make a use for the standard of heroes. Now, I don't know how many you'd have to do. I was thinking because they are so like quote unquote useless really, people don't even pick them up or anything like that. You could actually take a full cube full of them, transmute them, and you'd get one little piece, sort of like a token of absolution, to kind of reset your specs. What it would do is open the game and it would change the entire game. Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4, Act 5. You would go through the portal and you'd end up in Act 1, and everything in the entire game would be much more powerful. It would deal more damage, they would have more life, but they would give you a ton more experience, and they wouldn't give you the experience penalty the way that when you're up at like level 98 trying to get to 99. That's why they keep killing Diablo over and over and over again, because he's close enough in level. You don't get the experience penalty because the monsters are too far away from your character level. But with this thing, it would just be one full game, so you would essentially have to go through the entire game, and to get as much experience as possible at this higher level, you'd essentially have to go through and clear the entire game. But with this experience that you'd gain, you actually would not get any drops in this difficulty. So you'd have to specifically just target farm this to get experience strictly for that ladder level 99 grind. So the way I view it, it wouldn't tank the economy. The items wouldn't lose value, or people wouldn't lose interest as much, because there would actually be less good items being found and then traded away for more runes or whatever, because people would be grinding to 99 and they wouldn't be finding anything. So the economy would actually stay lifted up that way, solving one problem that we really weren't even intending with this. This is mainly to solve for the level 99 grind. On top of that, we are also finding a use for the standard of heroes, kind of a long looked for thing here in Diablo 2, and now Diablo 2 Resurrected. The standard of heroes has never had a purpose, and now it will have one. So we got the next one coming up here, but feel free to, down in the comments, let me know anything you think like could go wrong with this particular idea, or little tweaks and stuff to it that is something that realistic that the company could do and that the devs could do in order to really make that idea work. I think that's a pretty good one, but I could definitely be overseeing something. So the next one might be easier. Also, it might be kind of harder. I'm not really sure, but that's adding another difficulty above hell. Call it, I don't know, insanity difficulty, or whatever name you want to give it. Now, I'm not sure exactly how this would necessarily work, because if you raise like the monsters levels throughout the entire game so that you could get experience from it, because if they're too far away from your level, you'll get less experience. But if you raised up their monster level, then they could drop higher items. So there is a little bit of tweaking here and there. I don't know what they can technically do when they're programming the game without breaking the game, because that's my main concern, is we don't want to break the game when they try to make these changes. If you made a harder difficulty where you gained more experience from actually going around and killing a lot of monsters, but the drops stayed exactly the same, then it would be, the economy would be identical to how it is. You would just grind and get up to those levels faster without having to do things like just killing Diablo over and over and over again. Now, obviously the devs would have to look at any of these ideas and kind of think about how hard it would be for them to program it and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not an expert programmer. They're just ideas that I had, and I really liked that first one. But on either one of them, go down in the comments and let me know your opinion on if these would be good changes for the upcoming ladders to really make that 99 grind not such an annoyance, and just literally something that people really don't even want to do, because it's not even fun when you just go over and over and over, spam joining games to kill Diablo.